He'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. It is 2nd and 6. Throwing Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout to get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Now, 1st and goal. Henry. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero.
And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. On the return is Sean Tucker. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. On comes the Brooklyn to add the PAT. Good. And the Buccaneers will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. 2nd down. Jackson. Headed left. Buying time. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Up next, it's our main event between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First out of the game for James Cook. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen on the play action. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sidelines are best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. But sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend, and that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Yeah, not from the pistol to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Allen on 3rd and short. Got a man, that's Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Pass now to kick this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Nixing on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing again, here's Nix. This is reeled in downfield. It's Bryant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Finds the in route complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Nix from the gun. Brings it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the 2nd or 3rd catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly one series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Ray Davis.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football with great field position. They're at the 15. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. He's off to the races.